feeling like I'm Akademiks.
We kind of got a semblance, and I think we're done with Jaguar Wright for now. What I do want to say, what's happening now, and I think it's going to continue for the next 2 to 3 weeks, is that with the guy Tony Busby that came out, and y'all saw us sit here and call the Diddy abuse hotline, and if you listen to the press conference by Homie, there were 3,200 people that came out. There was literally 3,200. Tony Busby. There was 3,200 people that supposedly contacted this lawyer saying that they had some type of claim or accusation against Diddy. And he said he parsed through the 1,300 of them and he decided to take up more seriously 120. Now, if you think about that, that's kind of crazy. So you're telling me that 3,200 people made an accusation via your hotline, and not 1%, right? Or it'll be 10%. Yeah, 10%. Not even 5%. Let's say that. Not even 5% of those people who made an accusations you found to be remotely credible to at least be in consideration to represent. To me, that's like crazy. That I don't even know what to say. However, what's starting to happen now, and I told you this was going to happen, everybody thinks Diddy is about to, it's go broke time. They feel like he's either going to go broke with this, with defend himself, or they feel like that there's so many other accusers ahead of the curve to potentially get a settlement or some type of, lawsuit win, that people are scrambling, trying to get a part of any situation where they could see or they deem fit that they'll be getting paid from. Now, this is going to provide a big problem. And I'm telling you this right now, in the next week or two, what you're going to see is positive press for Diddy, because you're going to start seeing that people are lying. That's what happens when everybody, if they announce they're giving out free lunch, maybe a few people show up at first that really need it. And then if you keep saying it's free lunch for the whole week, even the niggas that don't need it's going to show up. That's kind of what this is, especially with the hotline. And also because every lawyer offering to represent these alleged victims are doing a pro bono. So these people are saying, fuck it, I could wing a story. Yeah, I went to a Diddy party. Shit, they might have been the Diddy party in the other section right where the freak off was happening, but they didn't get fucked even by Diddy. They got fucked by I don't know, another rapper. But it was at a Diddy party. Now they want to make an abuse claim about Diddy. Oh, Diddy made the environment, blah, blah, blah. So here's what was happening. We're starting to see the liars jump out. Look at this, chat. The last lawsuit we looked into, Thalia Graves, she did a press conference. We actually streamed a part of it. She was with
today. I'm attorney Gloria
Allred doing a press conference claiming that Diddy and his bodyguard both viciously R-worded her.
Allred through the present, end quote. In our complaint, we ask that, quote, defendants should be ordered to account for and destroy all copies of the plaintiff. And the defendants disclosed and thinks that it is important that the public understand the impact that rape and other
experience that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly.
Legal troubles are mounting for Sean Diddy Combs. An alleged victim has filed a new lawsuit against him.
This as Combs remains behind bars in a Brooklyn jail following his arrest on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell joining us live in the studio with the latest developments on this one.
Well, the plaintiff in this lawsuit, Thalia Graves, as you just heard, extremely emotional as she delivered prepared remarks explaining how this incident back in 2001 has forever changed her life.
More legal trouble for Sean Diddy Combs, who now faces an 11th lawsuit, which comes 1 week after Combs was indicted in New York on federal sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution charges. Talia Graves was 25 years old, dating a Bad Boy Records executive back in 2001, when she claims she was summoned to a meeting with Sean Diddy Combs, given a drink that caused her to briefly lose consciousness, then awoke to find herself bound and restrained. Graves says she was raped by Combs and later found out the incident was recorded.
The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health. I've had PTSD, depression, and anxiety.
Now, I'm going to warn y'all, chat. Again, because unfortunately, we do a lot of clips. So because we do a lot of clips, people watch me in parts at times. So I have to give 50 disclaimers or everybody be like, yo, Axe on Diddy's side. No. We believe Diddy did a lot of bullshit. But I'm going to be honest with you. At this point, it's approaching 200 people who claim Diddy has R-worded them. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe half of them. Now, here's the thing. One is enough. And one would be too much. And we empathize, especially with Cassie, because we've seen video evidence of his treatment of her. But there's like over 100 people, my nigga. Like, again, we're just not going to be like, yo, everybody's. And here's the thing. Unfortunately, and I'm telling you it's going to happen in the next week or two, we're going to see a lot of weak cases pop up that are trying to get it on the money grab, but they're going to be clearly bullshit. And Diddy's lawyers, they're actually, I've talked to someone that says that his lawyers, because they know a lot of bullshit ones are popping up now, the real ones came already. They're going to debunk a lot of these fake ones real quick, and it's going to make you feel like more sympathetic to Diddy. Why? Damn, yo, they lying on this man, right? And this is why like fake lawsuits or women who are just trying to get some bread, who have loose, facts that might connect them to a party, but not necessarily, connect them to something real. Those are going to get debunked, but it doesn't mean Diddy's innocent. So I got to give that disclaimer before people are like, no, you're only playing this because you're on Diddy's side. That's what they be trying to say. Anyway, let me keep playing with this alleged victim. Her name's Talia Graves, by the way.
I'm emotionally scarred. It has been hard for me to trust others, to form healthy relationships, or even feel safe in my own skin.
Also named in the lawsuit, Combs is head of security, who Graves claims was responsible as well when she was slammed onto a table, her cries for help ignored.
Defendants caused plaintiff to be depicted in a video image, unclothed and with intimate body parts exposed, and engaged in sexual conduct with another person. She would never have consented to the videotaping and did not consent.
Graves' attorney, Gloria Allred, says her client did not come to her after last week's indictment and that her client first learned of the video.
Okay, so let's be clear. So this woman basically says that she got R-worded by Diddy and Diddy's bodyguard, and that they recorded it, and that she learned about the videotape sometime last year, and that she heard that the videotape was being shared with people. Which, by the way, that sounds a little bit crazy already, but, who am I to judge? Because if Diddy at that point was being, sued for said things, and probably had to assume that maybe a criminal investigation could proceed, why would you then find a video of a older time that you fucked another woman and start circulating that more people could talk? I would imagine you wanted to delete all of those things, not bring up an older video and then start circulating that people could alert that person and say, hey, by the way, there's a video circulating of you being fucked by Diddy and his bodyguard. Now, Diddy obviously is trying to field all these lawsuits, since a lot of them. However, the bodyguard has chosen to speak out. And let me play that. His name is Joe Sherman, I believe. Big Joe Diddy. And he spoke out. This is what he said. Give me a second. Let me find the whole thing. Big Joe Diddy speaks out. It was in a, hold on. It's right here. Is it this? No. Diddy bodyguard speaks out. Okay. Where's the full video at? Sorry. Oh, it's NBC. Oh, New York? Or Art has it. Here we go. Okay, NBC New York. Perfect. Let it load. Here we go. Now, once again, I'll continue to mention, if everybody telling the truth, why only Cassie the only victim so far? I'm not saying it's not going to change. But right now, she the only victim that was verified via the criminal complaint. There's hundreds alleged. Well, according to the people who called in, thousands. So there's thousands of people who called in, but the feds have only verified one. And they're only hitching their wagon to one, which is Cassie. Anyway, the bodyguard that was involved in the R word of that woman who was crying along with Gloria Allred, her attorney, that bodyguard has chosen to speak up. His name is Joseph Sherman. He's saying that he's being set up. Check this out.
It's a lie on me. That's all I'm saying.
Big Joe Sherman wants you to look at his face and listen.
I don't know this lady from anywhere.
You've never met her?
Never in my life.
He's talking about this woman, Thalia Graves, who appeared at a highly promoted news conference last week with attorney Gloria Allred.
The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health.
The attorney for Graves announcing a federal lawsuit claiming that in 2001, the then 25-year-old was drugged and bound and viciously raped in the Manhattan headquarters of Bad Boy Entertainment by music mogul Sean Diddy Combs with his bodyguard and head of security Joe Sherman.
I'm not questioning her integrity. I'm questioning her claims against me. I wasn't the head of the security. You got the wrong man. I've never seen you. I've never did anything negative with you. I've never been in the same room with you. Not only wasn't I there, I wasn't even in New York.
Sherman says he did security for Bad Boy Records in the 90s, but wasn't working for the company in 2001.
Here's me and Mariah Carey.
Sherman provided us with his personal album of photos with celebrity clients he says he's protected over the years.
Me and Beyonce.
He says he did see Diddy at industry parties after Sherman left the company, but there was no relationship. Big Joe maintains he is being set up by false accusations.
Her and whoever that she's in cahoots with was orchestrating a money grab, and she wanted me to be part of that money grab. It says it right in her texts. And she wanted to get Diddy.
Sherman showed us texts from an Instagram account starting last November. He says his team has linked to Graves. We confirmed the connection. The first text asked if Sherman was a security guard for Puffy.
She confused me because she kept saying, "Are you Big Joe?" I said, "You're on my Instagram."
When she asked, "Are you Big Joe?" what did that mean to you?
That means that she don't know who I am.
The text asked him to call the number and goes on to say, "If you will be my witness against Diddy, then my attorneys will leave you out of any proceedings because we have statements that you physically showed over 8 people, videos of me and you to people in the studio." Sherman responded, "I don't know what the expletive you talking about. Know who the expletive you are." He was still named in the lawsuit. Was there any video?
Not only was there never a video, I never saw the woman. I'm nothing but a scapegoat for this BS. Because I wouldn't get Puffy and lie on Sean Combs.
We reached out to Allred asking about the texts and Sherman's denial that he was involved. Her email response, "The complaint speaks for itself. Our client looks forward to her day in court. Allred's lawsuit describes Sherman as being involved in a company that produces and distributes pornography.
I don't show nude women.
He says his media outlets publish urban rap magazines that often feature scantily clad women, arguing the photos are similar to ones he's posted on social media.
Am I wrong for having fun on my birthday? Yes, I did all that. I'm single. You can call me that. But I never disrespected or seen this woman in my life. Come on. It's a money grab because they told you it's a money grab. And she know that what she did to me destroyed my family, destroyed my livelihood. I can't get a job.
Sherman's legal team says they plan on filing a counterclaim in the near future that will likely include defamation. Combs's attorneys have not yet responded to the lawsuit. Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
Well, here we go. So at least one person that's being accused of being a part of the Diddy freak-off train is saying, bruh, I don't know you. And it's not even about him saying you don't know, because he could be lying about that. But if the person did hit him up, saying, hey, listen, if you be my witness against Diddy that I could get this money, I won't include you in the lawsuit, right? If that's a real message, case over. So you're telling me that you're now suing this guy for R-wording you, but you previously hit him up saying that if he'll testify or be a witness against Diddy, because Diddy is the person you want, you won't mention him, and because he didn't do that, you mentioned him, the case over, if that's true. So this is where it gets into also this gray area. You see a lot of people possibly scrambling to get witnesses or make a case against Diddy because they're interested in a settlement, and it's really all reactive because they're all coming off the heels of the Cassie situation, and they're further even coming more because now he's arrested, charged with a crime, and they're looking at it like they're saying this is the end game. So I don't know if that's true, but we'll see. It's kind of interesting that we're seeing that, this woman was like balling, bro. Did y'all see this? Like, she's balling, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching, I was like, oh my God, like, look. Dog, I watched this woman cry, and I was just like, dude, look.
Yeah.
Look.
Which has made me feel even more alone in my struggles. I go through spells of being distant and withdrawn that it's sometimes so hard to leave my house. The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health